Alrighty, Nacho. I think that is our cue. Hello, everybody, enjoying the lovely Sonic Adventure Era Marathon 2023 on the fine old Sonic Adventure Era Speedrun Events channel. We have had
You have the best, you will have the best time possible. Are you not Sonic? Okay, that's fine. Okay, just that. You are going to
we're not
see,
here.
you are going to see a lot of during this run that we are not going to use Knuckles' main ability, that is gliding, except for one of rock up or a few
Ooh,
strats. But most of the game is
okay.
going right and just run. So we're going to give me a cue, Hibby.
Awesome. Yes, I think we are back. We'll do another quick introduction again. Hello, everybody. Enjoying Sonic Adventure Era Marathon 2023. This is one of the games that was on the fringes of the well, wouldn't have been allowed last time, but it's being allowed now. And we were just talking about how Knuckles is the best character of all time. You
Yeah.
didn't really miss all too much, so I think now that we've had our moment to praise the lad, we are up for going in. Do you want me to give you a countdown, actually?
Yeah, give me a countdown, Hibby.
I will give you and Knuckles a countdown. Look at him. He's so happy. He's so comfy. He looks so comfy. Right. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Knuckles, are you ready too? I
He
will
said,
take that as a yes.
yeah.
Alrighty. You can go in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Now, all of the Ultimate Flash Sonic fans out there, I hope that there are a lot because the game was a banger, but you'll recognise what's going on here. This is our token Green Hill of the run, you'd expect. But yeah, Knuckles, we want to be keeping the speed as much as we can. A lot of the Sonic Advance levels allow, well, Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2 allow for big routes to just try, like, go down speedy things. There's less of what you see in the classic series when it comes to, like, level wrapping. That's not something that you see here, but it's a main focus on really glitchless gameplay, going through very quickly. Which is doing a good job at the moment. He wants to be using those rails as much as he can to maintain that speed and just go into them nice and cleanly. That was a good Act 1. Now, I do confess, Nacho did send me a video that I should watch to familiarize myself with the run. I didn't, but look at this super glide. So, super glides are something that you can do in all of the classics, pretty much. Ignore the ones that don't. And as you can see with the ring in the top left, that sort of reflects how fast Nacho is going. So Nacho is going incredibly fast. The super glide here is the best thing that you can do. The developers would lead you to think that there was a level underneath there, but lo and behold, who needs a level? Let's just fly over it. Very well done, Nacho. That looked very hard. That level was a real gauntlet. Now on to our first boss. All of the bosses are very tight in, especially if you want to get a really quick time on them. And just fairly unforgiving boss-wise, but you get enough rings to collect that it isn't too bad.
For the bosses that are endless running, it's basically you need to quick stop to spinach, and Knuckles is the best character to quick stop.
Yeah. Interestingly, we made the Ultimate Flash Sonic reference earlier. I had a look at the that leaderboard for that recently, and there's a crazy glitch that you can do. If you hit a spring and then pause, the collision deloads, but you still keep that momentum from the spring. So you can just go through loads of things and get to enter stages really quickly. I'd like to see that at the next Sonic Adventure Era marathon. Anyway, I probably should have checked the name of what the stage is, but pretend it's Red Mountain. That's what Adventure Era runners are familiar with, right? Going through, as you can see, just taking the lines as quick as one can. Knuckles has a really handy moveset here, so we want to be using spin dashes to get our speed up as quick as we can, but he has this little, yeah, there you go. So that was the direction of it going up, but he also has this little shoulder barge that he can do to get a little bit of distance in the air, much like how Sonic now has in Frontiers. I'm sure it has a very silly name, but Sonic can sort of, dash in midair. I'm sure there's a name for that. Do you know the name for that, Nacho, if there is one?
The art tricks, you mean?
Yeah, sort of the little, like, I don't know how to describe them. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. But there you go, there was another example of it there, and Nacho's just rolling through, making all of these look incredibly easy. These levels are pretty big, and there are so many different routes to take, and I think mastering this game is, well, the advanced games are very hard to master. There's a reason why. No, there are quite a few people who run it at high levels, but nowhere near as much as you see with other Sonic games. So, yeah, how easy did you find it coming into this game, Nacho? Was it one that you had experience with before, or you just sort of came in and you were like, ooh, this is tricky, but I want to keep going?
Okay, so my mentality for this game is I don't like this game. I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. And
nice.
Here I am.
I totally respect that. Totally respect that. I mean, you obviously have enough fun with it, and you feel confident enough at it to bring it to an event like this.
Yeah, of course. Like this game needs more runners to needs more runners and more people to play and more people to suffer alongside me.
Nice, yeah. At some point, this is on the Knuckles list that I want to give a go at some point. Who knows? Maybe the Adventure Era Marathon will come into that again as they helped with my Sonic Shuffle Knuckles run. But nicely done with that boss. What was the name of that stage? I just didn't see it.
It was Hot Crater. The next one is Music Plan, a stage that doesn't work. Music Plan, it doesn't work. I had ton of problems with Music Plan. First of all, okay, didn't get the fast exit, so I will not get boost mode. And if I got boost mode, I will have to nail a frame perfect jump to keep boost mode, and of course save time.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Thankfully,
Yeah,
I know my backups.
very good. I know a lot of people will know Kirby Master as the sort of the Sonic Advance guy, and I hear him a lot saying, "Oh yeah, you know that was just a double frame perfect trick and stuff like that." And I was just like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take your word for it." But if Nacho's saying it as well, then I will definitely take Nacho's word for it because
Okay,
that
there
was
was a
quite an spike.
50-50 chance to lose the boost mode through that spring. Not as no, don't know why, but you can lose boost mode there.
Huh.
Okay, I was going too slow. Boost mode. Okay, the right work, nice.
Oh, I've just got to like. This level might sort of look like a bit of a headache, but oh, I love the style
Yeah.
of the sprites for the Advanced series. They've got a lot of character.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Music Plant 2. We sing more of the same. Are there any excuse my naivety. Are there any of the big sort of deloading level collision and doing big super glides in this game, or
I mean, you can do them as I did on Leaf Forest Act 2, but okay, I lost boost mode again. Not as why, I just lost boost mode again.
this is so sad.
Really good game. Anyways, uh, the, it works mostly like classic Sonic games. Like you have jump, spin dash, and that kind of stuff. Right now I'm trying
Yeah.
to keep the boost mode here because this game is about keeping boost mode, boost mode, boost mode, go run and play as Sonic.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, it, it took me a while to learn this game properly because you have to be able to react at insane speed. You may
Mhm.
say sometimes I'm doing pause buffering because the game is going too fast for me.
Mhm. Yeah, because I think this has I've talked to a whole load of classic Sonic runners that have picked up this game or tried to pick up this game, and they just cannot get a feel for how it plays because it doesn't play the same, and I think it's quite a different beast. And I've made the point again that not as many people run this, but I have a feeling maybe if you don't come from a classic background and you thought, oh, okay, let's try out 2D platform, it's probably at a high level, it would probably be quite tough to come into, but certainly just giving it a go might be, I don't know, I think maybe going in with no expectations might be healthier than going in with comparisons of, the classics, but this looks like a tough boss, but Nacho, oh, that last hit was it's very
Yeah,
swipey.
you might know on most of Sonic games all the bosses have 8 hits. Instead, here they take only 6 hits because I'm playing on easy. Easy is allowed and it's faster.
Have you tried a run in hard?
Yeah, that was my first. That's why basically time attack mode is. It's basically normal mode.
Ah, okay.
So,
Nice shoutouts to the Ultimate Flash Sonic fans again.
yeah.
We are on to Nacho. I'm so sorry. What is the name of the stage?
Yeah, it's called Ice Paradise.
Ice Paradise. Lovely.
Yeah, advanced games have like a lot of ice levels, and they don't have this Christmas vibe,
Hmm.
and that's really nice, at least for me. You know, most
Does
of
it
the
have the?
Christmas levels on games have Christmas vibes because Christmas,
Hmm.
snow, winter.
Yeah. True. Does this game? If it does, you're obviously making a good job of not making us being able to tell. But does this have ice physics? Is it quite slippery when you're on the ground, or is it like
There is
the other
ice.
stages?
There is ice floor that you slide off it and have like not much control of the character. You will see here.
Uh,
Yeah, where Knuckles is sitting instead of running.
Gotcha. And folks might have noticed that Nacho's trying to stop as soon as he hits sort of the end of the stage, and that's to avoid a point countdown and just a general slower animation for the results screen to come up, I believe.
Yeah, you need to stop quickly as soon as possible, and I did a bad jump. Does my boost mode again? Let's go.
Sorry, Knuckles is the guy. He's got the glide. He's got the climb. Anything that you could ever need from a character.
Yeah, actually, Knuckles glides comes really good for this game. Most for a casual or a backup because you don't. For example, if you are Sonic, you are basically screwed up since he cannot fly, and but if you are Knuckles or Tails or any other character that is not Sonic or Amy, you will have an easy time to go back to the road. Except for me, that I'm just sucking at the game right now. Okay.
Well, speaking of the other characters, you delved into runs with other characters before, haven't you?
Yeah, I did a run with Sonic, of course, the main character, the main category. Then Tails, the hardest character in the run, and of course Knuckles, the third best character in the run. Probably the second best if we don't count Amy.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reports on Amy.
Yeah.
Interesting that Tails is the hardest. Quite often people see him as the easy mode in other games, but obviously not in a speedrun sense, I guess.
Yeah, not in a speedrun sense because I mean Tails can fly and that's quite handy, but when you try to speedrun this game, you need to go fast, need to have the best tricks, need to have air dash. I mean, in other words, are you Sonic?
And I was about to say, if I remember correctly, flying with Tails in this game is not very fast at all.
Yeah, you lose boost mode when you fly, or where you glide, when you.
Yeah. Understandable to avoid that.
Okay, now if you play this game before, you might recognize Sky Canyon as probably the nightmare fuel. You know, the bottomless paradise, the bottomless speed paradise.
Oh heavens, yeah. This is like, this is called Sky Rail.
Yeah.
I don't care for that game.
Yeah.
Don't tell them. Yeah, Nacho just doing a really solid job with this game at the moment.
Okay.
Ooh, nice little secret path there that you took.
Okay, this is going to be slower, but at least I'm on the road. Shoutouts to Knuckles because he can clean walls.
Let's go. He's so clever. I'm going to do a little bit of fact checking because I believe, yeah. Have you tried out a cream run of this game?
Not yet. Eventually, I will go for it. Cream seems pretty much like the easy mode because she has cheese, and that's completely fair. The bosses are unforgiving on this game.
Yeah.
Okay, but I had a bad reaction and then glide. So I lost my boost mode.
Unlucky.
I wanted to catch up a cycle here, but I'm not going to be able to. And I lost my boost mode again because of pixels.
Oh no. Yeah, that's one thing that it does take from a classic game, sub-pixels. Gotta love them. We cannot escape, Nacho. We cannot escape.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have too much rings. Luckily, Knuckles has a really good back air trick. So hopefully I will be able to reach. Let's go. And it's my boost mode again, doesn't matter because I will recover it here.
Nice.
Okay, so what is boost mode? What is boost mode if you know?
Well, I imagine it's when you reach a certain speed. You can visually tell when it's happening because Knuckles is having a little after image as he's moving along. It's yeah, the sort of like reddy orange image that you can see, and I don't know how that helps other than just showing you visually that you're going faster. Does that give you any invulnerability? Or
That makes you break the. To put it in simple words, and like Sonic lore and that kind of stuff, makes you break the sound barrier and you go even faster.
okay,
So basically, it's a new speed cap that is uh, a new speed cap. So you don't go slow anymore. You go really fast and you keep the boost mode. Where if you keep running at certain speed.
interesting.
Okay, now this boss is actually nightmare world for people for for casual gameplays. You might know this boss, Mr.
He is.
Mr. Slappy.
I was about to say he is absolutely slapping you right now.
Yeah, yeah, and that hand has a crusher hitbox. So basically, if you get slapped,
Ah.
insta kill. Thankfully, it has a really predictable pattern, so there is nothing to fear if you
Okay.
know the pattern. Okay, flashing
Techno
light
base. Yeah.
warning. Flashing light warning here
Yeah.
in a couple of seconds. Probably right now.
Yeah, folks, if you're sensitive to flashing lights, please look away. We will give you a heads up of when the time is right because, holy moly, not only is this a little bit of a Psychosaurize, it is also a bit of a bitrate killer.
Yeah.
There's always something in the 2D games that will absolutely destroy any live stream, no matter how high the bitrate is. But Nacho is doing a good job so far. He wants to be keeping this boost mode, which is doing pretty nicely so far. Ooh, going back.
Yeah, that was the wrong road. Yeah, yeah. This game really specific roads that most of the characters want to go. Sonic has obviously the easiest time. The other characters are try their best to catch up.
Bless them. As you can see, the gimmicks here are platforms that sort of turn on and don't turn on.
Yeah.
And you can easily find yourself falling down where you don't want to be.
Yeah, luckily we are like close to end game. This is one to last.
Also, just the rails. The rails didn't need to be all flashy, yet here we are. Thank you, Sega.
Okay, this is actually the IR route. I don't want to be here because the IR route is scary.
Ooh. Keeping that boost mode.
Okay, I got boost mode there, and then I lost it for hitting the spring. This game has a big problem of time. It's focused on really going fast. It can't stand its own physics.
Okay. Too fast, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit like Unleashed when it had its issues for being too fast for the Xbox 360 and PS3 for that matter as well. Too ahead of its time. But Nacho is speeding through these levels. I'm going to be honest. Confession time. And I don't know how many other people can say the same. I have not actually, like, maybe when I was younger on a friend's Game Boy, I have never... Apart from that, I've never played these games, which I feel like I'm doing them a disservice. Ooh.
I don't know who I am. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. Okay.
Sorry, you've got speed shoes, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I took it. Yeah, this game only has one checkpoint. It's more like a checkpoint. It's just a halfway point. It's only on the half part of the level.
Oh, interesting.
One checkpoint per level, and yeah, it's only of the on the halfway, the second half, for the second half actually. So if you
Interesting.
take a death and didn't reach to the checkpoint, you're going to lose tons of time.
One thing that I've noticed in and amongst the the capsules and the rings that you'd usually collect in a Sonic game, there are also these slightly bigger rings with what looks like a star in them that you've been collecting here and there. What did those do?
Yeah, those are the special rings. If you collect the seven special rings on the same stage without dying, you will go to a special stage,
Ah, okay.
and they are useless for this run.
Yep.
Okay, I barely know where am I. Yeah. Okay.
And are the Chaos Emeralds the collectibles in this game, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's if you collect them with Sonic and then beat the game with with all the four characters, and you unlock the True Area 53. That is the true ending.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
Nice.
the worst
Alrighty.
boss of the run. It's full RNG. It's completely RNG, and hopefully it will not scream up.
Oh, this is the red eye of advance. Nice, good dodging.
Okay. Okay, this boss has three patterns. It's going to spin the gray platforms. It's going to put the spikes on the gold platforms, or it's going to activate all the four platforms. Sonic has an easier Sonic and Cream, of course, they have an easiest time because Sonic can air dash and instantly catch up to other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And Cream just use cheese.
Nice. Alrighty, folks, we are out of that horrible zone. If you thought that that would be a bit too much to watch, you are welcome back. There will be much less flashing lights from here on.
Wee, some pixels.
Hey! Oh wow, that was very rude. On top of the ramp as well.
Luckily, there is a dash pad here. When you touch a dash pad, you instantly get boost mode. Ah, also certain spring. It didn't last too much.
Alrighty, everybody, it's our favorite gimmick, and it almost always happens at the space theme levels. It is gravity flipping. Nacho's going to be using these to skip chunks here and there, but as we've seen with quite a lot of these stages, there isn't really all too much that we can do in terms of sort of flinging ourselves across wide open spaces. There are a few here, like it being a space level, and you can see we're sort of going in and out of this dip, as it were. Nacho, I've done it again. I didn't see what the name of the stage was. So what is the name of this stage? Ooh!
Okay, save. It's Utopia. Nice. It's the last zone of the game.
Ah, yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, one thing the game has a really good explanatory instruction manual. It has the manual explains you like basically everything. The art tricks, gimmick, how all the skills of the character, what is boost mode and everything. Except for one crucial thing on the entire game, it's the amount of rings you have actually matters.
Okay.
While more rings you have, your air mobility will increase, and the time you need to get into boost mode will be shortened.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. That is definitely a useful thing to know.
So for example, if I have 0 rings, it's going to take at least 10 seconds to get boost running into a straight line. To 10 to 50 seconds to get boost mode. Wow. If I have like 100 rings, I'm probably going to get boost mode in 2 seconds. Okay, now the random ring box it was really good, and the random ring box gives you a number between 1 and 50, and 1, 5, 10, 20, 30, and 50 rings. I got lucky and got 50 rings.
Nice. As if a Knuckles category didn't need RNG. Here we are.
Yeah.
Well, whilst we're here, we've of course seen you do some Sonic Heroes, naturally. Where else does your expertise land when it comes to the Sonic Adventure series? Because not many people might know. They might know you as, you know, the Heroes guy. They might know you for some of the classic titles that you've done as well. But where else do your skills branch out to?
Okay, first of all, I took a death, and now I'm in a completely different point. And don't worry, I will catch up. And the second one, and the second thing for answer you, yeah, most of the people know me for the only runner of Sonic Heroes for PC. And
Someone's got to do it.
I'm the PC weakest soldier, and also the strongest.
Let's go.
And yeah, I run basically everything on Sonic games. Classic, modern, 2D, 3D, boost, handled, yeah, everything. And of course, adventure era.
Mm-hmm. The most important,
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I had run all the characters, all the categories on all the main categories, except for 130 eminence for adventure, hero story for adventure 2, and of course all the main categories for Sonic Heroes on PC.
Nice. Will there be a time, or has there been a time where Nacho would do GameCube or, you know, Xbox, or dare I say PlayStation 2 Sonic Heroes?
Console, and I will do it, of course.
Ooh, there we go. There's the challenge, everybody. Let's get Nacho a console, and let's get him doing runs of the more tolerable game. Anyway, we are onto a boss. We must have all attention towards this boss.
Yeah, you can press up and down here to control the gravity.
Nice.
And there it is. This should be the last boss, but this game has a funny thing. Well, the advanced era has a funny thing of telling you, okay, this is the last zone. Actually, no, there is an extra zone. We're going to the XX zone. It's double X, because the first one was the X zone, an advanced one. This is a boss rush.
Oh lord, here we go.
The boss rush is basically you fight all the bosses, and they only take half of the hits. And instead of 6, they only take 3 hits. Except for this one, it takes 3 hits on the cannon and 1 hit on the tank.
In terms of tropes when it comes to games, I can imagine this being like a big run killer, having to, you know, deal with all of the bosses at the end again.
I mean, the run killers are actually the bosses, 2 bosses. Of course, it's for me it's Egg Totem, this one, the boss on Music Plan, and Egg Go Round, the boss in Technobase. Because both of them are, of course.
We love RNG. I mean, speaking of which, that totem boss was really quick.
Yeah.
Good job.
There is a really funny strat with Sonic where you go R dash and step and stand on the right side of the boss to do a spin dash and finish it like in 5 seconds.
Nice.
Dog is barking. Let's go. Shout out to Dog.
Let's go. We've got some fans. Fans in the house. Have you got any fans in the chat? Any Nacho fans?
Any Hypnotic fans?
No. Could never. Alrighty, make sure you don't get slapped too much. Oof.
Okay. Okay, you can see I can actually use the punches to pass through the hitbox. This boss has a hitbox only on the top, and yeah, The sides are a shield, so you need to hit on the top. But using the punch and up and like 2 frame windows and glide, you can pass through it and hit. Now here it goes again, and better luck.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you, Eggman.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay, my bad. Okay, that was actually my bad because I knew he was going to attack.
But that's all right. I mean, at least you have checkpoints that you know.
Yeah, you have
Start.
checkpoints between bosses.
Yeah, that would be brutal if that wasn't the case. I feel like Sonic 4. I don't know why Sonic 4 is coming to mind, but I feel like that didn't have that.
Oh
that
yeah, no, yeah,
it's very hard.
Sonic 4 episode 1, it has checkpoints between bosses. So, but the last boss has 2 phases, so it's really painful. And that was the
Oh, yeah.
last boss. Except it's not. We need to go.
Sonic Advance trolling again.
We need to go against the last boss, another Death Egg robot.
Nice.
I don't remember the name of this guy. I believe it was Death Egg Robot MK2 or something like that. Don't remember. But the strat is quite simple. It's just we go on these platforms and spin dash. I don't have rings. Don't worry about it. Well,
Yeah.
you saw nothing.
What did I not see?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the only non-running boss on the game.
No way. A traditional boss?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I don't have rings again. Okay. 3. Okay, that was weird.
So when you get hit near the top of the screen,
Yeah,
do the rings go up into a different platform, or
yeah,
do they just
the
out of
rings go up. The rings go up. The rings go up, and I can ground them.
This is so sad.
Okay, actually,
Nice.
this boss is easier with Tails. This is like
Tails
the only time Tails shines, and I'm screwing up a lot, so I'm going to focus a bit.
Yeah, at least Tails is useful for something.
Yeah, time is coming up on the last hit, so I will.
Cool, just keep us in the loop. Come on, everybody, let's channel our energy to Nacho. You've got this. You've got this.
Okay, I forgot to release a spin dash.
Oh no. It's alright. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, I don't need to
So close.
go overestimate again.
You're so close. It's alright. Alright, as long as you keep a ring, nice. Ooh, keeping that ring, nice.
Time.
GG. Nicely done. That on our end looked like a 34-49. So healthily underestimate. Yes, Knuckles dance. Let's go.
Okay.
What a guy. He was playing that game so well. I don't know what Nacho was doing, but Knuckles was doing a really good job with that speedrun, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
this was Sonic Advance 2. Really a speed focused game. So if you want actually like, if you don't feel the speed on classic games, if you think the classic games are not so fast for you, you might give this a try because it's a burst of speed. You have 7 zones, 40 levels, and they are really long. They are huge level, and the actual world record for every character is under 25 minutes each.
Nice. And in fact, well, there's Cream. We saw Cream for a second there. But,
Yeah.
well, GG. It's really cool that we actually got to have some advance in this event because with the sort of them widening the adventure umbrella, it's cool to see the games that were sort of adjacent, not quite in the adventure era, but near enough to sort of people hold it in memories close to those other games. And hey, that meant that I had to play Shuffle, so that meant that you had to play Advance, which I mean, you did a good job. Were you happy enough with that run? Yes, I think Knuckles was happy enough with that run.
Yeah, he was happy.
Or any closing words other than people should run this game, especially with Knuckles?
This game is really hard, but there is a really funny guide that I made. So if you don't have any idea of the routes and you don't want to see videos, you can watch the guide I made for the routes. You can watch runs. And there's not so much to say. I will prefer you to follow on my YouTube channel that is basically the same name, NachoTheAdventurer, because I'm not usually into streaming right now. I'm so lazy, sorry for that. But on my YouTube channel I upload IS or full game runs. And that's it. It was Sonic Advance 2. Thank you so much for being here, my co-commentator, and having a good and giving the chat a funny time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I'm really sorry that I didn't actually clue myself up more about the run. I know that you're not feeling your best, but you did a great job with the run, and also sort of holding the commentary in terms of actually knowing stuff about the game. But no, that was a lot of fun, and any excuse to talk about Knuckles and to bring more Knuckles runs to the wider population. But if that's the closing words, oh, there he is. Knuckles is he's just in his element, isn't he? What a guy. Well, everybody,